What's up, YouTube? And today I'll be reviewing Mandalorian's episode 1 and 2. Y'all saw that clip. Crazy, wasn't it? That's just the beginning of the greatness that is the Mandalorian. So as y'all know, I've been patiently waiting and have been excited for this Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian. I love Jon Favreau. Dave Filoni made the best piece of Star Wars content ever, Star Wars The Clone Wars. I saw the talent. I saw the actors attached to this. The trailers, the callbacks, the references to move past movies, to what they talk about in the show. I won't talk about everything, and there will be a little bit of spoilers, so if you don't want to know anything, I'll clearly tell you when there's going to be spoilers, but for the most part, I'll try to stay as spoiler-free as possible, because honestly, everyone needs to see this show. It is an amazing piece of Star Wars content, and honestly, it's the best piece of Star Wars content we've had in a very long time. And not to rag on the sequels, but this is better than the sequels. There's so much to talk about in this show. It's like NNN ended when this show came out. Like, it's that good. It's so good. The acting, the pacing, the score. I think his name is Ludwig Garson. He did the score for Black Panther. And y'all already know, I think I did a review on Black Panther, but the score for Black Panther, beautiful. Beautiful. I love the score. The guy does an amazing job, and I'm so glad he is attached to this. Best Star Wars score we've heard, besides, of course, the amazing John Williams. All hail. But yeah, let's get into episode 1. So that clip you saw where he was in the bar is how episode 1 starts off. We're in this Chandra-like area. There's just one bar. The Mandalorian walks in like he is that dude, because of course he is. And he spilled the guy's drink, and you saw him like the guy said, the barman was like, "Hey yo, the drink's on the house. I don't want no problem." Passes over. The Mandalorian's like, "Gank." He going crazy. He's doing it all. And I just honestly thought that was honestly one of the best. But yeah, The Mandalorian, let's go with the pros. And to be honest, if I'm being honest, I don't have any cons with the show so far. Like, I'm 100%, like, I don't have any cons with the show. Like, it's honestly super dope and really good. Like, I'm so for real. Everyone, please go check out The Mandalorian. I don't care what you have to do. Get a free trial when The Mandalorian drops and just binge it. Or please watch this show. Please. I'm literally begging. It is so good. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but honestly, I'm trying to wrap around my thoughts and how epic and awesome and iconic this show is. So the pros of episode 1. Well, I'll go by episode. Only 2, so there's not a lot for me to remember because a lot of characters haven't been introduced yet, which is great because I'm gonna mess up a lot of names and you're gonna notice, so it's easy for me to go through. So the pros of episode 1: Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian. That's all I have to say. Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian is so good. You could see his face, the acting through the mask. And I know that sounds weird. How can you see his face? I didn't mean it literally, but you could feel the personality, the charisma, the bad A-ness of the Mandalorian. He's just so cool. Like, he's got swagger to him. When like I said, when he walks into that bar, he just like, I want a drink. he doesn't say that, but he just walks in like he got that thing on him, because he got the rifle and the blaster on the side. So sorry, something in my throat. But Pedro Pascal is an amazing actor. He's doing so good as the Mandalorian so far, and it carries over into episode 2. The CG, the budget, you can tell the show has a budget, like you honestly can. But you can also tell that he used practical effects. You see puppets in episode 1. You see monsters. You see puppets and physical locations. A lot of stuff doesn't look like CGI-ified. You know what I mean? It doesn't look fake and stuff like that. Sometimes you could tell in some shots where you could you can see the budget, but in most times throughout the show, it looks good. It looks like a big budget movie, and it looks so good, so good, so good. Gosh, I like Carl Weathers as well. We haven't seen much of him, but he like has every character. You've probably heard everything I'm about to say, but every character has a purpose in this show. From Carl Weathers' character to the client, the German guy who says bounty hunting is a complicated profession. I do really bad with that, but that guy was really cool. He sends the Mandalorian on a job to get this bounty because my boy, Mandalorian is a bounty hunter. At the end of the day, he needs his coin, he needs his check. So he takes on this risky job from Carl Weathers' character, meets the client guy, meets this doctor, and here's a spoiler, so just skip like 10 seconds or whatever, but the doctor has like a Camino clone patch on him, so I don't know if that's not too much of a spoiler, but I don't know what's that all about, but yeah. Episode 1 was really good. Dave Filoni directed this episode, and he did really, really good. I really like episode 1. Oh, let's not forget IG-11 by Taika Waititi. Y'all have all seen IG-11. Y'all see what he could do. Y'all seen him go pew, 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 pew. He going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. Going crazy. And it's a bummer that this is a spoiler, so spoiler. If you've not seen the episode, spoiler. I'll put a time code in the description where you can skip to like avoid the spoiler. But so the Mandalorian kills IG-11, the character voiced by Taika Waititi, because he was gonna kill this baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda is so adorable. Like, I agree with everyone. Like, I'm a guy, and I still gotta admit, like, Baby Yoda is like really like cute. Like really, like, no weird stuff. But like, yeah, like they did really good with the puppetry for Yoda. Did really great. So yeah, he kills IG-11 because IG-11 was gonna kill the baby. So the Mandalorian has standards and morals, which is pretty cool. Kills Baby Yoda, and that's how episode 1 ends. Y'all back? Alright, y'all missed the spoiler good. So that was the end of episode 1. Episode 1, really good. Dave Filoni did his thing. I don't know who directed episode 2. I can't remember, but I think it's Rick Fukuyama or something. I completely butchered that name, or I could be a completely different director. I'll put his correct name and picture here to give him his due props, because episode 2 better than episode 1. I'm sorry, Dave, you are the Grandmaster of Star Wars, but episode 2 was way better than episode 1 in my honest opinion. So this episode just lets us know that yes, the Mandalorian is dope, is that guy, but he still can get his butt whooped any time of the week. Like, he's not invincible. There's risk. I honestly, when I was like, there was a scene where he was fighting, you've seen it in the trailer, like fighting this rhino. Honestly, that fight scene was so tense. Like, I wasn't biting my nails, but I was like rubbing my knuckles and stuff. I know it looks like I'm an evil master villain or whatever, but I was just like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen to the Mandalorian? Because there was real risk. You felt tense in that episode. You felt the tension. You felt like the Mandalorian could lose his life. Like, you saw his like chest plate, like, the big chest plate here. You saw it, like, rip off, and he was like covered in mud, and his blaster wasn't working. So it was really real danger. So I love that about this episode. I also love how there wasn't at much dialogue. Like, it was just fun. Like, this episode was just like really fun and really into it, and a lot of action, a lot of stars, just like really cool stuff. The jaw was pulled up. I just love how gosh, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's really fun chase scenes. It's really fun, and the Jawas do some pretty funny stuff there, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Then we have the character verse by Nick Nolte, I believe is his name, and he voices, I don't know what the character's name is, I'm not gonna say it right, but it starts with the K. He does really good as that character. I have spoken. He was introduced in episode 1. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention him. There's just so much good stuff. He is one of the best characters so far right now, right under the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian, like I said, and I will keep saying, Mandalorian is that dude. Pedro Pascal, you're really killing it, especially in this episode 2. You can convey, the panic, the fear, and Pedro Pascal's the Mandalorian. You know how, like, he was ready to die. Like, it was really good. Like, this episode was really good. I don't know why people are hating on this so much. I know why, and that's gonna be a spoiler that I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, episode 2 was really good. really freaking knocked it out of the park. And we're in episode 2. Like, what show you know is doing it like this in episode 2? Like, they're really going all out, and I just, you know, they're going crazy, and I'm so happy with this show. I'm so happy, and I'm so happy that most people are loving this show, who are enjoying it. I'm loving this. Like, this is really good content. I'm currently watching Titans season 2, and I'll make a video on that later. But if I were to compare Titans season 2 to Mandalorian, Mandalorian's here, Titans, I'll explain later. But here we're gonna talk about the Mandalorian. So episode 2, solid, really good. Nick Nolte's character, funny as always. I have spoken, and I like how he's a puppet. He's a puppet. He's done with puppetry work. It's not CGI. It's all physical. I really like that. You know, I really like that, and I thought that was really freaking dope. Now, let's get into the spoiler part of episode 2, and let's talk about the controversy that I've seen on Twitter surrounding this part of the episode. So, if you would not like to know anything, I'll leave a time code. Please go watch The Mandalorian. Please watch The Mandalorian. It's so good. You won't regret it. It's a really fun and awesome time. But now let's get to the spoiler. So, Baby Yoda, the Baby Yoda character, uses the Force to the rhino I was talking about that was gonna kill the Mandalorian. That was, if it wasn't for Baby Yoda, Mandalorian dead, of course. But the Mandalorian, Baby Yoda uses the Force on the rhino and helps save the Mandalorian, so the Mandalorian can stab it in his neck, twist it, turn it, and kill the rhino to help get this egg to get his spare parts for the Razor Crest from the Jawas. And gets the egg, puts it over, and brings it to the Jawas. But yeah, it just really tires out Yoda, like Baby Yoda, who sleeps for days, and I want to say days, because it really tuckered the little guy out from using all that Force. And I thought it was pretty cool. I honestly thought it was pretty cool. I don't know why people are upset about it, but let me get into the controversy. People are like, oh, you know, Baby Yoda should be able to do that. He's using the Force. He should be able to use the Force. He's a baby. How is he 50 years old? Shut up, bro. Look, the Force, I'll address the Force part. Okay, the Force part. I would understand if he used the Force and he was just like, oh, nothing to me. But when Baby Yoda used the Force, he was like he slept for days. If he didn't sleep for days, I completely understand the controversy and why people are upset. But here, I just don't see it, and I just plain don't get it. You saw him, he was tired out, tuckered out, all this, that, and the third. He was tired and didn't wake up to the final moments of episode 2. But now you want to get upset and cry and complain about it? Nah, bro, you gonna miss me. No, bro, stop. People never can't satisfy everyone. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But you know, I don't know why people are upset about that. The age thing I haven't really seen too much of a controversy about, but I don't understand why there's a controversy for that too. I'm not that deep in the Star Wars world, like I haven't read the EU and stuff like that. But maybe Yoda's race ages faster than regular humans, and if that's the case, then okay, like don't get mad about it, don't get butthurt about it. Gosh. Anyway, guys, you back? All right. That's all I had to say about The Mandalorian. I really enjoyed this episode. It was really good. It was amazing. I'm loving The Mandalorian. Please check it out. You won't regret it. And yeah, that's all I got to say about it. Guys, put in the comment section down below what you think. Did you like it? Do you not like it? You have complaints? You have concerns? I would love to have a discussion with you in the comment section down below. And that's all I have to say about The Mandalorian. Have a great day, everyone. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell. And I'll see y'all later. Peace out.